Welcome to this YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how to draw a chart. There are different types of charts: the bar, the pie chart, the line graph, and the rest. In the meantime, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one. So let's jump into it and see how we can draw these charts. To get us started, we have data here which has products from A1 to A10 and the sales, actual sales, and the budget for these products. This is the budget, this is the actual sales, and this is the product. So this is the data that we want to show on a chart. How do we go about it? There are different ways of doing it, but one way, easier way, is to first highlight what I want to show on the chart. I'm going to start with product and sales, highlight it, go under insert. Now their chart options are here. There's line, column, and the rest. But if you're not sure of what to use, Excel makes it easy here by showing you recommended charts. So the starting point would be to use this. And when you open that, we have, you see it has already drawn us our chart. Our products are here, our sales are here. When we can click, this is our line, this is clustered bar, this is stacked area. So you can see that we already have our chart. So I'll go with this clustered column. There you go. So this is an easy way of drawing the chart. Now, let me delete this. Assuming I come again and I insert. I go insert, select a chart, but because I didn't select my data, so my chart is empty here. So how do I add data to this chart? I right click, select, I come to select data, like so. Chart data range, come here, select that, and there you go. So you can do that, and you have your chart. So now, assuming I want to add in the budget into this chart here, currently I have sales. I can right click inside the chart, select data. I can either change this here, or I can come here and say add. I'm going to use this option, add. The series name, what I want to add is my budget. So I type budget. The series values, what are the values I want to add? Remember, sales are already added. So what I want to add is the budget. Click on budget, come and highlight this. And say, okay. So as you can see, I've added my budget to my chart. Now, the next is we can explore a bit of formatting. Maybe I want a title on this chart. So when I click in the chart, there is a panel which opens up here, and we have chart options. So let's start with that. Chart, the first option is chart area. Chart area is this area around the chart. Currently it is white. Maybe I want to change it to a different color. I'll need to click on the chart area. So when I click on the chart area, format chart area comes up here. Now, if I want to fill it, I have to go with this option. If I want border, change the border. If I click away, currently this is my border. I want it to be a solid line. this is the option that I will use. So let's click back. It is showing chart area, and I want to change the color around this chart. So I can go by solid fill. Then I select the color I want down here, and that is how you can change the color around it. If we go back to chart options, so this is all about the chart area. Okay. If I click back, chart options, there is also the axis, horizontal axis. When you click there, format axis, this one becomes highlighted. If you want to do a solid fill of this area here, you can easily do that and give it a color. So it fills, as you can see, it fills the values here. You can also, apart from the axis options, this one, we also have text options here. And here, text fill will not make a lot of sense, but text outline, if I want to make this more solid, I select it here, you see it changes color. Maybe I go with that. So this is how you can play around with the axis. The other option is you can select it here. When you select here, now it's the formatting for this particular selected item becomes highlighted here. So we have axis options and text options. Text options changes the wording, the text here. So you can do a solid fill here. You see it changes up here. Then the axis option is where we have the fields. You can play with the minimum number, the maximum. If you want to change those ones, you can come and under here you have fill. You fill this axis here. Okay, so you can play around with that. That is the formatting area. Now, in addition to that, if I click away and I close this panel, if I come and click inside this chart, on top here there is design and format. So I can also access the options I was accessing through this here. So that's how you can play around with the formatting. The next is adding a series I've shown you. Now, assuming both my sales and budget are bar charts, assuming I want to change them to line or any other chart, come here, right click, chart type. This dialog opens. You see that becomes a line. This one will not make a lot of sense. This one is another format of the bar, clustered bar, but I wanted the line, so I'll click that, click that. So you can see my budget is in red and my sales actual are in blue. We have converted it from a bar graph to a line graph. So let's go back to our bar, clustered columns, like so. Now, I showed you changing both the line, both the bars in two lines. Assuming I want to retain the actual sales as a bar graph and my budget as a line. So I'll click on one of these right click. So you see here it changes to change series type. But at first it was change chart type. But when you click on one of these bars and right click, it changes to change series chart type. So when you click there, now if I use this option, it will change everything. But down here it is showing me combo. And when I go right down here, it says choose the chart type and axis for your data series. So my cells which are blue, I want the clustered column, which are these bars, but my budget, I want it as a line. So using this, I can choose the format of the line. The moment I do that, you see my line as a budget here. So there are different options which you can look at. If you want it on top of the other and the rest, you can explore, and there you go. So we have two different charts on the same chart. We have the line and the bar, where the bar is my cells and my line is my budget. So that's how you can have different charts types on the same chart. Now, assuming I reach a point and I say, I'm no longer interested in my budget, please just retain only my actual cells. That's clear, okay. You can right click in the chart, select data. You come here and you remove. Click remove, like so, your budget goes away, like so. If you want to bring it back, right click again, select data, come here, add data. What am I adding? I'm adding my budget, series values. I click here, come and select the values and say, do like so. Then you get back to where we are. If you want to change the type, I've shown you how to do that. You just click on this, change this, come and change the line, and you are there. So this is what I have for you today. We have looked at adding the chart, adding a series to a chart, removing a chart, formatting the chart. That's all I have for you today. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the notification button. Have a great day.